Hello friends. Different format today, November the 18th, as these are very special times. We are right now in this month of November, proves to be a real eye-opener on many levels. Universal light is coming in. It's the universal mind which is activated, which means there's clearer thoughts for everyone else, regardless of the level, understanding, consciousness or whatnot people are. Each individual will experience this in their own way, but it's like a formerly clouded sky is opening up, has opened up, is in the process of opening up. All of a sudden, all the wonderful things above can be seen, the sun, the moon, the stars, you name it. And this takes away the energy from being transfixed on this lower level of frequency and of existence here down in the mundane world, so to say, where everything is going crazy right now. So it's really uplifting what we are experiencing in a very literal way, a very literal sense. It's not just a metaphor. Universal light is coming in. If you follow Jacqueline Hobbs, I'm repeatedly referring to her. She is an amazing, clear channel in these present times of understanding, showing us where things are going, kind of as a coach, I would call her, organizing, and in that sense also bringing into the open what we all experience, as she says she is from the future. Amazing stuff is happening on all fronts, and I will get more into this in my second video where I go into the details of everything. But just one thing I want to throw in which really blew my mind. Listening yesterday night to Russell Brand's first interview with can I say it Mr. Jones, yes, you then has fallen through the cracks of my brain right now. Alex Jones. Okay, Mr. Alex Jones. Okay, some of you might already raise red flags. Oh, that guy. Okay, bear with me. I was blown away by what he was sharing about his personal psychic, spiritual experiences, connections to higher energies which nobody would have suggested, I wouldn't have expected. He is truly a shaman, and he from what he described, this is very deep insights he shared in a very short time. He spoke about that we are linking into the future right now, that memories are coming back from the future, and he describes it as the symbol 8, the infinity symbol. And zoom in on the figure 8, and what are you seeing? You're seeing the cross. You're with me? So it is, whatever you call it, the now meeting the past, or the future, or the now meeting the future, regardless, whichever you call it. It is the figure 8, which is the full, the full image of the cross is the 8. It has to be. It's the natural the most natural way to define why there should be two lines crossing at 90-degree angles. It's nowhere to be found really in nature, else than in the figure 8, which is basic, which is also the way the each atom is polarized. It is that figure 8 which is on all levels in the universe. It is the yin-yang symbol. In many ways you can see it. Anyway, that is what Alex Jones said. And this made me really realize something. That's exactly what's happening right now. We are meeting our future self. It is that intersection, that 0 point, which we are right now at, where immense insights and openings are possible. Nancy Rebecca, I referred to her a couple videos ago. She has been given that information by the blue beings who came into her living room, who claimed to be from Sirius in, I guess, in 2017 or before that. She got that first information that there will be 3 big surges of blue light coming into our world, our planet. First one in 2017, the second in 2019, and the third one, which would be the really big breakthrough, would be in November 2023, and it would be a 3-fold impact surge. The first on November 4th, second on November 18th, and the third and final on November the 25th. Today we had the second. Can you feel it? Can you relate to what I am picking up? Exactly what I said before. It is like clouds are dispersing. All of a sudden they're breaking open. Things become visible which we have not even been dreaming of. And yes, this is not so much in that sense visual images or realizations like sun, moon and stars. This is an allegory in that sense, naturally. It is the clarity of mind, of understanding, of bringing things into context with each other, of connecting dots, if you want, of seeing the big picture. As I pointed out multiple times, Arrokoth, that a really special celestial object, is all about, which was chosen consciously to be visited by the New Horizon space probe. Just think about that, the New Horizon. Yes, we are opening up new horizons. That's where we're going. So Arrokoth, by the way, is at 21 degrees Capricorn these days, in the 22nd degree of Capricorn, and has been in exact 90-degree angle to the solar eclipse of November 14, it was, right? October 14, sorry. Yes, at 21 degrees Libra that was. So I pointed out, and this was just one of quite a few activation of that little body, which is the farthest so far closely inspected celestial object, 4.4 billion miles away. The light probably travels about a full day from there to here. So you get a picture of the depth of space we have reached out into and become to as clear a vision you can get by whatever measuring tools this satellite, this space probe have had on board. However, I just want to say this as a description of what this little celestial body has been already triggering, so to say. So a few months later, the close flyby was nevertheless on January the 1st, 2019, in itself interesting, as this was not something you could program or plan for. This was just when you could say when the ones you throw on the table, the cubes fell, in that sense. You get the picture. Sometimes I'm missing words, but you forgive me, it's my first language. Anyway, so that is special, that something would happen on a January the 1st, and a couple months later, around February 13th, the first analysis came out from science, and it was really a bombshell. It was that what they found from closely inspecting that small body, relatively small body, in the Kuiper belt, far out, showing the original kind of information of the solar system, how it was built and such. So they had to overthrow all their theories of what they had thought this solar system was forming from, as, with, whatever you name it. So the whole story of the solar system had to be rewritten, and naturally as good as they can, as this is just adding another level of information. So it just shows that it pushed science to a whole new horizon, this in itself, and naturally this is just one of the repercussions. So Arrokoth is a main player here in this great awakening we are in the middle of, and November 2023 is definitely one huge peak we are reaching here, and we just are on the second of 3 impacts. Just watch out for the next one on the 25th of November. It's quite amazing, and I will show you the whole astrological story. It's really mind-blowing to see it from that angle too. So on November 4th, that was when Saturn stationed, when Saturn reached 0 degrees and 32 minutes on its retreat as seen from Earth. Yes, today the 18th was the exact Sun-Mars conjunction. Mars exactly behind the Sun, and Mars has been kind of honing in on this position now for weeks on end, getting closer and closer to the Sun, but has been within a few degrees of the Sun. Let me just give you the exact breakdown here, because it really shows the theme of our present time, that Sun-Mars conjunction, which has become exact, as I say, today. So let's see here. So just let me see when it got really okay. So on October 1st, Mars was 15 degrees ahead of the Sun. Then by November 1st, Mars has been pulling up to 5 degrees ahead of the Sun. Now we are on the 18th, where it is exact, and Mars will be ahead of the Sun by, or behind the Sun this time, naturally, as the Sun is overtaking it from our perspective. Will be again, well, by Christmas, Mars is 15 degrees ahead of the Sun. So anyway, within at least 4 weeks, Mars was within a few degrees, and it is this warring energy, which on one level is definitely the lower frequency of this Mars energy. On the higher level, and that's where we really should focus, and that's where we now are literally invited to lift up our mind, is towards the sacred masculine. That's what Mars is in its purity. So this is truly empowered now. It is that uncompromising standing up for what is right, regardless of any potential consequences, just standing your ground, being true to yourself, because there's nothing to lose, or everything is lost already, however you want to put it. At least if we would go on in the same direction, that's definitely where it's leading. There's no question anymore in anyone's mind who really is daring to keep their eyes open. And I had just this image today too, that everything moves so fast right now that many people are not even daring to open their eyes. It's like you're on a motorcycle at 240 kilometers per hour. You're driving in that race, and there's curves and cliffs, and so you need really to be quite a daredevil to first of all ride that motorbike at that speed in that surroundings. But that's what life feels right now for pretty much everything. Yes, most people are just pretending to be the passengers. In that sense, you could also say it the victims, because it needs guts to take over really the role of being the one who is in charge and being receptive to what the universe brings your way, and handle it properly, which does not mean that many people are really literally not able to be in that position. And there's lots of compassion which goes that way to these people, to help them to really get back into charge, into the seat of power of their own lives, which we are hoping to have everyone being able to do. Anyway, this is the other polarity of war, is the sacred masculine coming into its full power. Again, this is today. Mars is exactly behind the sun. So anyway, I'll leave it at this, and stay tuned. And if you liked that, please subscribe to the astrology. I know astrology is a bit of a stretch of many people's mind, as it's a whole new territory, and I'm going in very particular ways into the depth of the matter, showing you all the many characters, the over 40 players here in this big drama, in this soap opera, soapbox story, this Shakespearean drama. And that's exactly what we have to see, what is happening on this planet right now. It is exactly that. Don't take it too serious, don't take it too personal, even though it is serious and it is personal both. But we are more than that. This is just one tiny part of who we are representing here in this physical body. We are the space, really, of where everything is contained in. Just sit with this. That's our true identity is much bigger. That's why we are able to really be more relativistic in that sense, not to take it as all and everything, but stand back, go to the top of the pyramid, as I keep saying, get the perspective from a little bit above, and you will see, yes, there's so much more out there which is way more real and way more eternal, powerful. And once we see that everything in a new perspective, then yes, it is easy to be just in your power, in yourself, because then nothing really matters. Then today's a good day to die, as the natives say. Yes, every day is a good day to die, because death really is just the big brother of sleep. Just think about that too. Every night when you go to sleep, you pretty much disappear. You don't know where you go. You wake up in the morning. Yes, you're assuming when you go to sleep that you will wake up in the morning, but it's not a given. You might not be back by the morning, which happens. Anyway, I'm leaving it at this. It's an extremely exciting times, exactly as predicted, as I foresaw. This would be the year of big change. So yes, please subscribe, and thanks for tuning in and listening.